interrupted my sentence on TikTok because we're always live on TikTok a little bit before we go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, where we are live now. We always talk about updates from the store. We share some, I don't know, usually they're a lot closer to each other. But TikTok's kind of in my face at the moment. But we share updates about the store. We also talk about tabletop games, talk about some games I've been playing recently, hear from you about some games you've been playing recently, drink a little coffee, and then we open up the store at noon. So we're actually quite late for our stream today. Usually we're trying to stream by 11. This morning, just kind of a little bit slower this morning. So we try to get in the stream before we open between 10:30 and 11:30. 11 is the time we aim for every Friday, but it just kind of depends on Fridays because sometimes I'm fulfilling orders in the morning, and that is about a 15-minute drive from the store, or sometimes I have to go to the bank or run other errands before opening on Friday. Today, I was just kind of taking it easy, just a little bit slower to get up and moving today. Not because I was up late, but just because I was taking it easy this morning. Actually, what happened? So I'm in a Madden franchise with some friends, and they live in Tokyo and Sweden, and I'm in LA. So the only time we're able to really get together where it works is my early mornings. So actually, my friend in Tokyo stayed up late last night for him. So I was able to watch him play. My other friend who was in Sweden, I watched their game. They shared their screen on PlayStation. I was able to watch them play, but that was like at 9. So I watched that to like 10 or about 10. And then I got on and got moving to get ready for opening the store and getting ready to go live. So we're live now. And we always share updates about our store. We talk about some games either I've been playing recently or we've been playing recently in the store. And I'd love to hear from you as far as what games you've been playing recently. So feel free to share a comment. I see we have a couple people watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. It does not show me where you're watching from. So feel free to comment and let me know where you're watching from. And if you've been playing some games recently. Here on TikTok too, we have a couple people on TikTok. Let me know what games you've been playing recently. We got Dak. Thanks for joining. So for today's stream, let's share some updates to start. So that's what we always start with because that's easy for me to think of, easy for me to remember. I wanted to pull up our calendar, but my laptop has trouble streaming and doing other things at the same time. So we're going to hold off on that. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, you should be good. But update. So it's October, which means it's Halloween weekend. Halloween weekend is super cool these days because a lot of people love to cosplay. I think costumes are just really clever, really fantastic. We're excited to host a Halloween costume contest in the store from Friday to Monday. So we're trying to think of a way where anyone can participate throughout the weekend, and it doesn't have to be one specific time because we want people to come to the store throughout the weekend, have fun, play some games, play some Halloween themed games. So if you come to our store anytime between Friday and Monday, and we'll announce this in our newsletter as well, we'll take a picture of you and then we'll evaluate the pictures of the costumes after the weekend, probably on Monday, probably at the end of the day on Monday, if not Tuesday. So we're also going to post the schedule of the judges. So judges will be here at specific times. However, you do not have to be here when a judge is here to enter the contest. So what the judges will do, they'll evaluate the pictures. However, if you come in person when a judge is here, that is probably going to influence their decision. So I would recommend trying to come at one moment when a judge is here because also costumes just sometimes work and look so much better in person. Maybe you put on a persona of that character. That might score you points. We're going to have different categories. We haven't finalized the categories yet. We're thinking like best costume overall. Also a kid's costume, best kid's costume. And then also maybe a category for best homemade costume and maybe a couple others. So we're still finalizing those categories. So again, Friday to Monday, if you come in the store at any point during that time, you can enter the costume contest. You just have to allow us to take a picture of your costume, and then we will evaluate all the pictures on Monday night or Tuesday. And yeah, we'll have the judge schedules posted. So that's exciting. That's coming up in a couple weeks. That's one big update. Halloween weekend, we're running a couple one-shot or two-shot RPG sessions. So Mothership is a sci-fi horror RPG. I'm going to be hosting a two-shot session, so Friday night and Saturday night, and it ends Saturday night. Well, however it ends Saturday night. So if you're not familiar with Mothership, it's a sci-fi horror survival RPG. So it's pretty intense as far as like actually staying alive and leveling up your characters in that game. So also Jesus is hosting his first D&D campaign ever as a DM tonight, which is super cool. He already has a full session or full table. And then he's going to be hosting Durst Manor on Halloween weekend. So he's going to host two different one shots. So not like mine, where mine is a two shot. It's two different sessions and it's over. His is one session, it's over. Another session, it's over. So two separate one shots. If you'd like to participate in both, you potentially could, but just keep in mind it's going to be the same setting, same atmosphere, same kind of session. Of course, things end up differently with different groups. So that's what's coming up for Halloween weekend. I feel like I'm missing one more thing for Halloween weekend. That's why I wanted my calendar. I can't pull it up again because I'm streaming, and if I do two things at once while I stream on my laptop, it's tough. It's tough to handle that. So maybe it'll come to my mind. But while I'm thinking about Halloween, we have RPG D&D on Thursdays. We're adding Friday sessions now. We have Magic the Gathering on Wednesdays and Fridays. We do a draft every Friday. We have our store championship tournament on the 22nd. So that's a good opportunity to win a special promo card. His name's Omneth, I think, the promo card for this one. And then there's a couple other promos for second and third and participation promos if we have enough for people who register. You also win packs as well. So that's the 22nd, our store championship tournament. We also have, hey, Tim, thanks for joining on TikTok. And I also, again, see a couple people on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. It doesn't tell me where you're watching from. So if you don't mind just commenting, saying like, hey, I'm on YouTube, or hey, watching from Twitch, that'd be awesome. And share with me any games you've been playing recently. I'd love to talk about any tabletop games or just video games you've been playing recently. So that is D&D, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon on Sundays. We're going to be hosting a tournament, I think, on the 23rd. We're going to try. We got to talk to our Pokemon guy, Nishan, who helps out a lot at giving elephants on Instagram. So check out his channel. He does a lot of prizes and stuff. Hey, Bruce, thanks for joining. I see you're doing something at 6 tonight. Hopefully I can tune in tonight too. I know we have Magic, but Magic is a community that is still growing. So sometimes we don't fire a draft, unfortunately, but I think we have a few players tonight. I'm hoping so. But I might be a sub. It just depends. I mean, if we have an odd number, I end up being a sub for the night. But hopefully I can catch at least part of your stream tonight too. And we have Bruce was on our video cast. We talk about supporting communities through gaming, and that will be coming out in the next couple weeks. That is an update here about our content. Is we're doing video casts. We're releasing those episodes every other week. I had a lot lined up for when we launched, and I was able to work on those ahead of time and launch them week by week. However, I've noticed, especially this week, I had planned to publish an episode on Wednesday, except for I kept working on it and things just came up throughout the week. So we're moving those to every other week. It's been like 3-week period since we've had our last one. So this one I'm going to try to get out this weekend if I can hopefully get working on it. But we'll see. But every other week. So Bruce's episode, we're talking about gaming and communities, is coming out in probably in the next couple weeks. We'll probably release this one and then take a 2-week like a week off and then release the Bruce's episode. So that is with Tabletop Alliance. Bruce And he also says, yes, we are kicking off fundraiser events. Awesome. Fundraiser events for Tabletop Alliance at 6 p.m. Check it out. Check out his video cast episode coming out soon, too. And hey, Lothar McKnight, thanks for joining on TikTok. So that's updates about the store, our video cast, Pokemon, Magic. We got Warhammer. We have a Warhammer rack in, which is really cool. I'm learning a lot about Games Workshop products. I'm also learning a bit about painting, so we'll have some painting sessions in the store soon too. I'm excited for that because I'll learn a lot from those, I hope. Hey, Chase, thanks for joining on TikTok. All right, so those are updates. Games I've been playing recently or we've seen played in the store. Again, feel free to share any games you've been playing recently. For me, I have not played any tabletop games outside of D&D. So I host my D&D sessions for kids on Saturdays. Our last session is tomorrow. We'll fire up some more campaigns on the 29th of October. So I've been playing D&D. I also did a Magic draft last Friday, but no board games, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get some in soon. Bruce says, lots of fun things at your store to enjoy. Have lots of fun. Thank you. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty fun. And then that is it for me and my games and some updates. Usually we like to share a topic, but I'm running out of time. I have like 10 minutes and we have to open the store. So if you have a topic, feel free to shoot it in the comments wherever you're watching and we can talk about it. I did mention I maybe wanted to talk about painting. So something I am learning about painting is, at least when I go on to Games Workshop website. So I know there's a lot of different types of paint and a lot of different hobby paints for tabletop gaming. However, I'm learning about Citadel paints because that is what we've recently started carrying as Games Workshop. And it looks like, I don't know if this is true for all miniatures painting and or different hobby paints, but with Citadel paints, there's two different techniques that I found out. There might be a third too, but I know of two that were on this website pretty prevalent, and that's classic and contrast. And it seems like classic is kind of like the way that they've been doing for a while, and also a bit more involved and time consuming, where contrast is more, seems like, faster to get it done and do it. Again, I'm new, so I'd love to hear any corrections if I am speaking incorrectly, but this is how I understood it from reading a little bit. And again, I've kind of just started diving into this, so I haven't talked to as much people about this as I would like to. However, that's the two ways. And then I saw also, so you choose, like, let's say you choose classic, then you look at your figure or your army that you're painting, you're choosing classic, and then it'll give you what paints you need for that figure. However, you can do it at two different levels. So there's the battle ready level, and then there's the parade ready level. So that was really cool that I learned that, and it's really cool to share with new customers, new players to Warhammer, because I think that's some knowledge that I have enough to know, like, hey, this is what you want to start with. So this is your army. Are you going to want to do the classic or contrast technique? Here's a little bit about the classic. Here's a little bit about the contrast. Then next you get to choose battle ready or parade ready. And I would suggest battle ready to start, and then come back once your armies are battle ready to do the parade ready, because you want to first start easy and then go in for the parade and kind of add some highlights and details to the painting or the miniature painting. I'm also trying to decide. So if you're watching, you're a customer, comment, or even if you're not a customer, what paints to carry. So I know we want to carry, we have Citadel, we'll carry more of Citadel. So it's not like a this or that. However, it is a this first, then that. And we want to bring in another rack. So it'll probably go back there. I don't know if you're familiar with our store. And I'm leaning towards getting an army painter rack because it's a little bit smaller investment up front. If we do the Warhammer full rack, the investment is almost twice as much as the cheaper option for Army Painter. And that doesn't mean we won't get that rack in the future. It just means we'll add some Citadel paints here and there and carry a different rack for the time being. So yeah, paint is a whole new product line I'm learning about. It's always fun going down these like learning journeys of different tabletop gaming hobbies, because it started with Pokemon was my first one, learning about Pokemon and the products. And I didn't get too much into like how to play at that point because we were in the pandemic and not a lot of people were playing. There's a lot of collecting going on. So I just needed to know the products and their worth as far as how collectors value them. And then I got into D&D. So that was another product line I learned a lot about. And I still have a lot more to learn, but it's really cool to go on these learning journeys. Magic the Gathering was another one. Played that as a kid. Pokemon played as a kid, but then to relearn all of it as an adult. Hey, Seppi, thanks for joining. We're about to end here, but if you have any painting tips, leave a comment. So we're talking about painting and learning about different product lines as a store owner, and I don't know a lot about mini painting, and I'm having to learn a lot about that as well as learning a lot about Games Workshop. So, and I've painted like 4 minis now. And the first one I painted ever, and I think this was for a lot of people, which was really cool, was Gloomhaven. So Gloomhaven came with a lot of miniatures in the box. It's kind of like a RPG in a box for tabletop games. And you would unlock different miniatures, and you kind of like would really get attached to your miniature and paint it, and then eventually your miniature retires. Towit Games Travis has a Patreon which covers this. Ooh, is it Towit Games? Is it Towit or maybe Tower? I'll have to look into that because that would definitely be worth my time. Maybe I'll reach out to Tower Games and see if they'd be willing to meet with me for a little bit and chat to kind of learn more. But that's cool. Tower Games. I'll have to check them out. And I know we have customers who are getting into painting and they want to learn more and learn how to get started. And I don't have the knowledge or background to point them in the right direction confidently. So I need to kind of up my knowledge. He does stuff at Game about this. Oh, nice. I think I know what workshop, if he's there, I'll be attending next year in March. All right, well, thanks for watching. I got 4 minutes and I have to open the store. We're not even ready, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff and at least get the doors open here in 4 minutes and then finish opening stuff. So thank you for watching.